Hello, folks. Are you feeling good this morning? Hope you.
So this is Rebecca Latimer Felton. And in today's world, we use the term white supremacist very broadly in today's world. But this woman right here was a raging white supremacist. Let's get into it. So she's the first woman to serve in the United States Senate. But don't get excited, okay? It was symbolic, all right? The first guy that was in the seat died. And then the new guy that was coming into the seat decided to, as a symbolic gesture, let her have the seat for exactly 24 hours as a symbolic gesture of hey, I support women's rights, but only white women. So here she is at age 87. She was the oldest freshman senator and the last senator to own slaves. Yay, Rebecca. So Becky is known as being a prominent person in the first wave of feminism here in this country. But in my opinion, this is me saying this, I don't think we talk enough about the root of her feminism. Much of what she advocated for was directly in connection with being anti-Black. She hated Black people. You see, Becky and her husband were a part of these groups of wealthy Southerners where their entire livelihood was threatened because of the Civil War. All right, pre-Civil War, they had a plantation and they had all of these enslaved people, my ancestors, working for them. Post-Civil War, will you believe it? Becky's husband actually had to do manual labor and actually work the farmland himself because he couldn't have Black people working for him for free. Can you believe it? Oh my God, how this woman suffered. Becky was against Black people knowing how to read and write, and she was against Black people having the right to vote. Because, if you give them the right to vote, then the crimes will increase. Crimes like rape, like the rape of innocent, pure white women. Becky was actually really obsessed with this idea of Black men and white women having sex, to the point where she was pro-lynching. She felt that Black men were just walking around with this monkey-like lust that they just could not contain themselves, and they were just going to run around and just force themselves on innocent, pure white women. And so she felt in order to control that, we need to lynch all of them. Just lynch them all. In 1897, she gave a speech and she said this: "When there is not enough religion in the pulpit to organize a crusade against sin, nor justice in the courthouse to promptly punish crime, nor manhood enough in the nation to put a sheltering arm about innocence and virtue, if it needs lynching to protect women's dearest possession from the ravening human beasts, then I say lynch 1,000 times a week if necessary." Isn't she sweet and endearing?